Hi Divine Rebels, it's Bohemia with Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart readings, and we are doing a unicorn reading. My voice is still a little crazy, but we're good. We're gonna get this done. So yesterday, meaning Tuesday, I'm not sure if it will be after hours once this video is uploaded, but Tuesday was unicorn, like National Unicorn Day, and I love unicorn energy. I think they definitely were existing and now kind of are other realm beings. But my first thought was kind of like, okay, we need holidays for other people. We have a unicorn day and we can't get rid of Columbus Day. May his name be blotted out. But then I was like, oh my gosh, but of course, Unicorn Day. So ever since then, I keep seeing unicorns everywhere. Like not even in association with people knowing it's Unicorn Day, but just like their energy and medicine just kept coming up today. So it's like this nudge, like come on, come on. So I am doing a unicorn reading, and these cards, I'll link them down below. But the Oracle of Unicorns, I have two different Oracle unicorns, unicorn oracles. This one here that we're seeing the backs of, I actually used a lot when I was pregnant, and even used them to channeling because they're so pure. Unicorn energy is great for like new children energy, unborn children, and I used them a lot when I was tapping in to speak kind of with my baby and her guides to about her name. So yeah, it's very exciting. So here we go. We have, they wanted these very light, beautiful pretties here. We have a peach moonstone. I didn't have a rose quartz. They wanted something more pink, and I don't know. A lot of my jewelry and stones and stuff are still packed up. As much as I have out, there's more packed up. So I'm sorry, unicorns, but we had a beautiful peach moonstone, and they said that was okay. They really wanted this beautiful selenite sphere out. Let me show them off for you a little bit. You have the peach moonstone. Oh, gorgeous energy. I love it. We have a delectable aquamarine. Isn't that like, whew, crystals, Mama Earth, you too fancy. And then we have, this is a honey onyx. So it's yellow. I don't know how the color will show. See that yellow? Yes, so this is white onyx and honey onyx. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh. Eat it up. So we'll do 1 or peach moonstone, 2 or selenite sphere, 3 or aquamarine, 4 or honey onyx. All right, and at the end we will have a collective reading from the subconscious cards of the deck. Here we go. All right, give me a second because these are some big crystals I have to delicately move out of the way. And let me know if you liked these different themed readings and channeled messages from different beings. I know everyone doesn't work with the same beings, but we can still get some beautiful insight and connect with that energy. So all right, number 1, for those of you who chose Peach Moonstone or number 1, let's see your unicorn messages. Polarity. And I am filming these at night, so sorry if the lighting's a little off. We have balance, partnership. I'm seeing a theme here. Cycles. They're so beautiful, these cards. All right. We have family culture, best friends, grandparent, and then we have the little tarot of trees, because I was led not to use a tarot that has people in it. So just, nice natural energy. Let the unicorns get their shine on. We have Knight of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Ten of Swords reversed, High Priestess, 3 of Swords reversed, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, I didn't need to put those so far over. All right, so let's get into these messages here. So a lot of you, this is a partnership reading, absolutely. A lot of you are already going to be in partnerships, and you are trying to figure out your balance now. And some of you, this is a whole family kind of social, other human beings kind of reading, like trying to figure out, it might have just been a mess lately, your social interactions with others, and trying to figure out is it worth it? Like, should I just be solo? Like, what is going on? Now, this does reflect back to your own personal balance. I am seeing people, you might have been born at the full moon, so your sun and moon are polar opposites. How you are and how you feel are always at odds with each other. You might have like a Gemini moon where there's duality there. You could have both, where you're a Sagittarius with a Gemini moon, so you have like a double duality within your core self, that needs to find harmony, be harmonious with itself. Others of you, it could have been the full moon hit you hard. You could even be dealing with other kinds of imbalances emotionally or mentally, if you know that that's part of your life journey, that is part of what you do in life and what you have to take care of. And some of you, it's just not feeling harmonious with yourself or the others. A lot of you, I would suggest to look at your ascendant versus your descendant in astrology. So ascendant is how we come off to people, how we first seem. Our descendant is how we are in our relationships. And this is why this is why we get hoodwinked with our relationships, right? This is why sometimes the people who seem like the meanies are the ones who are all unconditionally loving and universal in their relationships, and the ones who seem like these universal whatever are the ones who are selfish in relationships, because of this ascendant is always the polar opposite side of our descendant. So some of you are going through that, where you're trying to find out, how do I balance my descendant? Am I projecting it? What am I calling into that space in my seventh house in my relationship? What's going on? All right. So let's read some of these messages on the cards. Polarity: integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. It says integrate, not abandon, not villainize. And also with partnership, having to understand that we have family, we have your best friends, we have your partners, we have your grandparents. So if you pick this one and there's been consistent issues there, it might be time to look at, how you handle other people's energies. And I do feel like some of you guys have had a rough go of it, and you've been dealing with some difficult people. All right, I'm gonna put that out there. But at the same time, I think that you've been the difficult person to others as well. And look at this oh my god, look at this one, has a black and white pinto unicorn, and this one is trying to do the polarity with a black and a white unicorn. What? Oh my gosh, card reading is amazing. I get so excited. We even have children here, so it's trying to find harmony with everyone. Some of you came from big families, or your family and people around you could be Cancers, you could be Libras. People mean a lot to you, and you don't feel whole without having kind of your crew all together, and you want to have a family life. You want to have that you want to be like a sitcom. Like you want your family coming in and out, and your friends and your children just like doing things, and sometimes they get on your nerves, but it's comedic, and and everything's resolved at the end, and you have that spouse that you've had since high school, and you guys just do silly things that annoy each other, nothing that's truly devastating. And that's not always the case. We do have some very tough things that have happened. We have, the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords. Let's be honest, some of you guys are considering, still on the fence, like, am I getting a divorce? Is this reconcilable? I see litigation and paperwork. Some of you have had your own family members or close friends stab you in the back, when you did roommate situations or with legalities or things. And it's not been easy. It's not been easy. And it's like you keep trying to mend fences and build roadways and be open with people, but we have cycles. There can be some negative cycles. And because people aren't stable within the cycle, that cycle doesn't heal and end. It just keeps repeating itself. Your family and friends can be very karmic situations where it's like, y'all been doing this, like your siblings every damn lifetime. And this shit is like, got you messed up. Like, what is going on? Some of you, it could even be your twin. It could be your own twin. And you're just like, how can we be so similar and so different? Like, we have balance. Take time to relax. Indulge a little more or less, depending on what you have been doing that's not working. Set boundaries with your work. Teamwork. Oh, so it said boundaries with your work, and then over here, partnership. Teamwork will give you a better result. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build up a talented support team. All right. We have cycles. Everything has its right time. Honor the cycles of your body. Time. Tune into the moon's magic. We have, so your whole family situation could be very So you also look at your fourth house and your moon when it comes to your family issues. Look at what's going on. And don't forget to look at your midheaven up there, because if something is conjunct your midheaven up there, it's opposing your fourth house and your IC down there. So for relationships, we look at first and seventh house. For family, we look at fourth and 10th, okay? And those of you, I'm sorry, you guys will learn astrology. You're gonna learn. I teach people around me just so they can understand me talk. I really have. I've taught people tarot for the same reason, just so they can understand what I'm saying, because they're like, "What are you talking in tarot?" Um, a grandparent, you have a special bond with a grandparent that can never be broken. So some of you have even faced ostracism from your family. You've even been not fitting in with the family patterns, or you know, I mean, I just got collegiate in my head, so maybe you want to go to college and your family doesn't do that, they don't really care. Or maybe your family is all like Harvard and Yale and you're like, I have a different path I need to do, and it's been an issue. I do see college, I see college, and I see career, those kind of paths. So education path and career path being a big deal for some of you guys, from the grandparents to the babies. Like, this is what you do, this is who you be. And so for some of you, it's not that everybody is toxic in like an abusive way that is like visible, like, oh, we're crazy. It's just like, I don't fit that mold. Like, you're making everyone be in the same mold. Like, look at, here's all these butterflies, and that's great, that's beautiful that your family's butterflies, but you're a Pegasus, you're a Pegasus unicorn. So you want to fly along too, but in your own way. So some of you, it's like that. And there are a lot of butterflies. We know we have our butterfly there. We have butterflies here. All right, my last name means butterfly, so transformation. Now we have also best friends. Some of you have some sharp tongue best friends. Two friends stick together no matter what. So some of you might be feeling a little betrayed, or you might be counting your loyalties. This reading is telling you these relationships are worth saving. It is not saying endanger yourself. It is not saying that, because we have honor the cycle of your body, right? Everything has its right time. But it is telling you it is time for teamwork. It's time for humility. It's time with not wanting everyone to accept everything about you, and you can't accept a damn thing about anybody else. You might be the one, right? I just got Cancer. I just heard Cancers. You might be the one, Taurus, that will not let your family change and grow. It's got to be this way. No, you have to go here so you're close to me, my family, my friend, and when people try to grow around you, like, you can't handle it, you're all or nothing. Fine, cut it off, let it go, you know? And so you guys have a huge intuition, so you can throw that off, and then you're thinking in fear. So you're telling everyone to listen to your advice, but you're in a fear space, so your advice is wrong. It's not right for their path, and they're going Queen of Wands on you, you know, like, you can't tell me what to do. I know what I'm doing. I'm running away to Broadway, and you're like, no, you're going to school. My intuition said blah, 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 but you know, so it can get like crazy. So we have to let all of our feelings, see, you guys are all here. You're all here. You have to let each other thrive in your separate paths and intermingle. Some of you, this is with your own children, right? Even if your thing is like, I've seen this, I've seen some toxic things with children, and they ended up hurting themselves and being really messed up, because I've seen people who are like, well, I'm spiritual and I'm a shaman, and they think they're so much better than like abusive religion or something, but then they're doing those same things actually to their children, but they're doing it in the guise of the new age, and like, oh, well, we're so open-minded, but they're passing along the same traps, the same demands, the same, you know, expecting their children to be superhuman. It's the same thing, it's just in a different packaging, right? So really pay attention if you pick number one, if you're doing that also to your children. I do see that some of you, when it comes to your elders, your grandparents, you might be very frustrated because you're like these aren't elders. They're supposed to be all woo woo and, you know, spiritual, and, you know, they're still human. And you might have some disappointment that, you know, their generation hasn't got it. You know, they don't understand certain things that you're going through, or, you know, things like that. Or it could be the other way around. Some of you guys need to sit down and listen. All right, you need to take a knee. And you need to listen to what the older generations are telling you, because you're rejecting their medicine while they are thinking about breaking cycles, but you think they're not. You don't want to hear it because there's certain things that you guys don't agree with, and so you're shutting them down. All right, so all around it's just like, oh my gosh, it's almost like spirit just wants to kind of smack everyone around the table and make you all shut up and listen, because nobody's 100% right, but guys all have parts where you're right and where you're wrong and where you can help each other and grow. You love each other to death. That's why your spirits just keep being with each other every single time. You never fully cut it off. We have family culture. Learn more about your family's history and stories. Make sure that those that came before feel honored. Make sure that you are having a contribution to your family history that's good, because it's easy to just cut it off and be like, I'm done with that. Look, I understand. You guys, I understand. I understand about toxic family situations. I understand about trying to repair things and can't. I understand about pretty much every family dynamic you can think of. Believe me, I relate. It is not easy stuff. But your reading has a positive lining where it says your contract isn't done in a good way, because you guys can still put the work in and you can fix this. So again, if for some reason, if sometimes people do click things out of intuition, they just want a reading, and they're you should probably know. I trust that my readers are going to be aware. A reader is never wrong on the YouTube readings. It's if the person is going to a reading when their intuition is not aligning that for them. Okay, so hopefully nobody should be on this one who is in abusive situations, because this is talking about reconciliation, and I would never be guided to tell you to be an abusive situation. Okay, no, that will never be advice from this channel. However, there are people who have learned and grown in your life, and there is some aspect, I cannot tell you the degree, maybe in a personal reading, but I cannot tell you the degree to which or what that will look like for you, for each of these individual people. But there is healing, and there is peace, and there's peace offerings that can happen, so that you guys can do the work that you came here to do with your partnerships, with your best friends, with your family, with your children, with your grandparents. All right, some of you, your grandparents raised you. Some of you are the people you're really at polarities with is your parents, and maybe that throws off everything for your aunties, your cousins, your grandparents, because you have these issues with your parents. But the energy here is not to sacrifice who you are, but to have some humility, apologize if you've been wrong and you came out of pocket, and be willing to find balance, do some teamwork, do some healing, admit when you've been crazy and you've been, we can be a toxic person in a situation even though we're not a continuously toxic or abusive person. And it can be easy to kind of just gaslight a person's entire personality, instead of just realizing, okay, you've been a jerk for some years, but you have truly changed, or you have worked on that, or you're trying to work on this now. So this is the message to those of people who are not the abusers. Not just, I need to keep saying that, because some people, you are not supposed to be going back to an abusive relationship. That's not the case. But it is your time to allow yourself to be a healthy person in your relationships, and allow the others to be a healthy person, to stick it out through these arguments, through this pain. And even if your relationship changes, right? Maybe you're not married, but you're still co-parents, you're still partnering, you're still besties, even though the relationship didn't work out. You're still family, right? That is what is needed to keep. That is the deep medicine and message for you. And for those of you who have been alone for a very long time, and you're like, I don't have anyone, like everyone's gone, this is an amazing message that you will one day look around and have that full table where you will have elders and children and animals and best friends and family and a partner around you. So don't give up on that. You'll have that around, and this message is so specific in a way, but it's there. You are not going to be alone. There's going to be loved ones around you, and fight for them and work with them and continue to learn through them, and see the projections that are there that you guys put on upon each other, and allow yourself to go through the cycles with each other where you release those. Okay, All right, so I'm gonna move on. We had a long, big message, but I want to make sure we get that in for you. So please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and let me know, how that resonated. Thank you, unicorns. Okay. So for those of you who chose number 2 with the sphere, we have gentleness, imagination, freedom, trust. These cards are so beautiful. Imagine. So you got imagination and imagine, okay? That's awesome. Try something new with freedom. I love that. And I love that there is an orca. So definitely water sign energy. I think there's going to be a Pisces on like every one of my readings, just because we tend to like, be schools of fish together. We find each other. I'm always like Pisces for like everyone. Laughter. I'm feeling Sagittarius energy. I'm feeling water signs. I'm feeling Gemini, that beautiful, childlike, dreamy side of Gemini. Okay, what else? We have 9 of Cups. That's beautiful. 8 of Pentacles. King of Pentacles reversed. The Fool, which is perfect with this laughter and lightness and freedom. We have the 5 of Wands. And we have the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. So let's get into your reading number 2, Selenite Sphere. This is so fun. Your reading is about having more fun in life. Like a lot of you are workaholics. There could definitely be earth signs, Taurus and Capricorn especially. Actually, all earth signs are here because we have Virgo down there. So a lot of you guys are workaholics. You're in this like zone of what you have to do. And have you guys ever seen, what is it called? Oh, shoot. At the end of Moana, there's this short movie, and the guy talks about how he's Japanese and Brazilian. So he made a character that's himself, and one side of him is very logical, and the other side is very like wants to do parties and go to the beach. And so he's stuck. Like his head keeps literally, like they show their little organs, like emoji kind of style, and like his head keeps pulling back his heartstrings, his leashes, and not letting his heart go after what it wants when it wants to go. And like just enjoy the day, like eat something nice, dance in the bathtub, go stop at the beach for a minute, listen to music. And his brain's always calculating why we can't do that right now. We need to be serious. That's going to lead us to danger. That's going to lead us off the path. And then finally, of course, he reconciles it and is able to find a balance. So it's a really cute short. But this is reminding me of that. This is like free yourself, like trust yourself that you can have some fun. Some of you are like I said, I felt Sag energy, Sagittarius. Some of you guys are like, no, I go too crazy. Tell me to have fun, I'm going to be in Vegas. But this is about learning to indulge yourself in a way where you still have the work hard, play hard. That's what I'm seeing. Have freedom, be able to have imagination and laugh and try new things and be gentle with yourself just as much as you go hard. Because some of you guys are like knocking down barriers. Some of you are like career people, like, or you just have that mentality all the time where you're always thinking about what you should do, what your errand should be, what your checklist is who's following the rules, are they following the rules, am I following the rules better than they're following the rules. Like it can be hard to get out of that mindset. And this is like, look, you need to free yourself in your own mind. Like, when's the last time you laughed? Like, really, not like LOL, but you had a regular meh face, right? But you're just typing like laughing my ass off. Like, when's the last time you actually busted a gut? When's the last time you went and stopped and outside of your routine, went somewhere you hadn't been, tried something new, like truly tried, not just like a different topping on your pizza or something that wasn't quite your topic on Netflix or something, like an actual branching out that shows that you are a free person. Live wild and free, choose your freedom, claim your independence, be kind to yourself, honor that, speak words of love, envision a new reality, give yourself permission to dream, believe in unlimited possibilities. What would you see, feel, think, and hear if your wishes came true? Laugh. All right, so this is like almost like the Bogart in Harry Potter, where you have all of these real world things that are like fears and burdens and stresses, and the universe is like, man, just psh, just abracadabra that, like, see that evaporating, see the results that you want to have happening, and then relish in how you would feel when that happened. Like, would you just bust a gut laughing? Laughter is literally your vibration picker upper. Like, I feel like you will feel it in your cells of your body. So I strongly, that's your prescription. All right, that is your prescription from the unicorns, is to laugh. And literally getting yourself to laugh can be easy, because all you have to do is look at yourself in the mirror and fake laugh. Or like my family, even the babies, like we have a natural ability for like maniacal laughter, and so, or like doing different kinds of laughs. So all you have to do is like do fake funny laughs for a few minutes, and pretty soon you're like crying, like you're dying, because it's just so funny. And then you're thinking how the neighbors can hear you. And it's just funny, like it's fun. So you guys just, need to find a way to truly let go and let that vibration of happiness know that you still exist, okay? Trust, leap into the unknown, have faith and move forward. Believe that you can fly, because he has wings. He's not just, he ain't no regular horse. He's a pet. Look, he imagined he wasn't just a unicorn, and he got wings, okay? And it wasn't from Red Bull and working, 72 hours a week, okay? All right. Now we have the Three of Pentacles, and we have the Fool. Some of you have career changes coming up. Try something new. Try something new. And you guys might be like, you've been wishing for it. You want to get out of the rat race. You want to get out of that, oh, I'm always next in line. I feel like I'm in the DMV of life, like, but you've been banging your head against the wrong doors. You've been fighting the wrong people. You've been, for you, the method is more like the signs that I said were Pisces, Gemini, and Sagittarius. Gemini can get a very logical brain, but the other creative side of Gemini, which is what I was feeling, and like Aquarian energy, is very much like create your niche. Those signs are signs that feel different flows and walk to a different beat of their drum and can somehow circumvent like what everyone else gets, like creative problem solving, right? Finding ways to get in. Like Gemini, they can get in anywhere. They can be the plug, right? Sagittarius, like, I wish a boundary would try to keep Sagittarius held down. Pisces can flow through anything, right? Aquarius is genius. They have that little just lightning bolt of boom, then they're there. So this is about using other skills to get where you need to be. And a lot of that is just the skill of your bravery, going to the front of the line in a new territory, a new terrain. I see you guys pioneering things. I'm seeing inventors and creators, whether that's creating new content, whether that is completely going to, I'm seeing the valley there, going to Silicon Valley and producing an app. I'm literally seeing somebody who's like an app developer. Whether that is doing something new that hasn't been done in gaming. I'm seeing very creative people here. This is about really, and being gentle with yourself. You don't need to beat yourself up, okay? Like, yes, there's horrible CEOs and people do horrible things, and it's been ruining your life, and fuck traffic, and there's so much adulting, right? But you have this whole other side that's like, hey, excuse us. Could maybe we come out and manifest? Could we be like awesome and live an awesome life with you? And you're just like, no, creations. No, ideas that would be amazing and perfect for my life. Like, hush up. I got this 9 to 5 to worry about. Can't you see I'm mad about the traffic right now? Trying to be mad about the traffic. You come over here with your newfangled ideas. And it's just like, let up. Maybe you guys are a stand-up comic, okay? Maybe you look, right? You have to trust. You have to allow yourself to be who you are. Now, I see you guys still needing that physical security. Again, I'm not just saying, don't have any stability in life. What I'm saying is, it's time to shake things up. Do some creative financing, doing some switching up, maybe even how you have your physical resources. Like, for instance, you might decide to get a tiny home and to go and hit the road for a while. All right, you might decide to change things up and stop living between the fences and walls of other people and chasing other people's money schemes that didn't even work for them, that they're telling you that they have to do. And it's going to lighten your life, right? It's like drop all of that rat race BS. Find the path that you want. Yes, you might not be at the highest rank, but are you at the highest rank of everything you love right now? And if you are, it's either time to do, like I said, some creative maneuvering and get yourself interested again and do something new in that field if you do like where you are. And if not, it's time to skirt, okay, to the left it. All right. Like, look, he's out the castle and prancing, right? Because if you've done it there, you can do it elsewhere. All right. So I'm seeing some people are really stuck in jobs and dead end jobs that they're not going to let you promote and stuff. All right. You'll know because how you feel in that job and place. Okay. If you're in something you love, there's new opportunities. Be brave and do it. Diversify things. Open up into those new realms. Bring some laughter. Remember to smile at the office. Bring some fun in, some fun competition. Hang out with your coworkers. Chill. Relax. Open up. And if it's not the right place, go to where you can do that. It should definitely feel like a fun think tank where you work, where things are always forward moving and developing and growing and in that energy. All right. So that is your reading. Be open to new things in your life. It's going to work for you. It's going to work for you. All right, so please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Let me know how you connect. You got the Nine of Cups, wishing with the, your good stuff wants to come in. Let it be brave. Let it come in. You'll only know that you can do it if you try. All right, I'll talk to you soon, number 2. Yay, unicorn reading. Intermission. Go to the bathroom quickly. Okay. Number 3, I love this stone. I'm partial because it's my birthstone. We have those of you who chose Aquamarine. Hey, hey. Number 3. Let's see here. We have past lives. Ooh, starting with that deep juju. All right, we have innocence. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love these cards. We have flow. Miracles. That's actually the cover of the deck. Healer. Believe in yourself. Hello and goodbye. Knight of Wands. Bless you, baby. Just a minute, baby's. All right, it's a new day. Baby is up. You may hear some playing. She's playing with the witching stones right now, the little witch runes. She likes to play. Yeah, she likes to play with those. So, baby magic, aka witchy baby, aka Sesame, is in the house. Yeah. So number 3, the glorious Aquamarine. I went ahead and set out all your cards here. Let's see what we got. Now, you guys, it's like every one of my readings has a theme where there's one group that's like, bam, you're the witches. Bam, you're the super healers. Like, it just have to remind you over and over and over. Like, take it to temple, I don't know. Take it to the sacred grove, take it to church. You see what I'm doing there? Okay, so here we have past lives and healers, like done and done. Believe in yourself. Okay, you flow. So a lot of you have water moons. I definitely see that, or your water sun signs. A lot of you also can have water in the water houses of your chart, so 4, 8, and 12, and so you have that flow of connecting very organically with channeling. Like the 4th house is where we see our Akashic records and our past lives. The 8th house is where we're discovering things and releasing negative karmas and evaluating our soul contracts. And our 12th house is the whole spectrum and entirety of our past lives, of other world journeys and existences, and like the continuance of our soul. So you may have planets, strong planets, especially I'm really getting moon very strongly, but you might have moon or sun in one of these houses. Some of you have grand water trines in your chart or very water dominant. So it's just, those are just some confirmations. I'm also getting Virgo moons. We have a lot of Sagittarius here too, actually, like a lot of Sagittarius. A lot of Sagittarius coming through for the horse energy, the unicorn, the Pegasus energy. So some of you could have, yeah, a lot of universal signs in your chart as well, which is Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. But so those are just the backup ways to look at your astrology chart and see what's going on. I'm sorry for the little bit of a glare. These cards are kind of glossy. So let's see what we're doing right now. We have hello and goodbye. So basically, like, your message from the unicorns is you're a big healer. You're a big, like, magical person, a very spiritual person. When you are given this sign that something is no, it's no. When you're given the sign that it's yes, it's yes. It's like, believe in yourself. You know what you're seeing. You know the interpretations of your sign. You know what your soul's being led to. And so basically, when you doubt that, you get yourself into trouble. Because some of you are like, get a clear, like, eight of wands upright is Mercury and Sagittarius. Bam! Here's the truth. And then you're like, no, but maybe not. Maybe it's the exact opposite of that. And it's just, what? So then you're pumping the brakes on these journeys and travels. Literally, probably a lot of you are meant to travel overseas and travel, like, be on the road a lot and go like long distances, relocate. Yeah. Yeah. But you're not doing that, right? She's like, you're not doing that. So, and because some of you, you're like, well, that's like a miracle. It'd be a miracle if I could get out of all these burdens. I don't have that option. You guys are seeing yourselves. I don't have that option. Okay. So, yes, but no. Hello, but goodbye. And so Spirit's like, what are you talking about? You have to get back to that point of innocence, right? If I told a baby, hey, baby, baby magic, we're going to go to Tibet, or wherever. She's like, okay, we're going to go. Babies just, they, maybe after you tell them a few times, they're like, really, are you sure? But okay, I'll still get my socks. So it's like, be more childlike with your gifts. Don't let all this deep wisdom that you have cloud your intuition, because it is sometimes, it's really making you second guess yourself because you're being too smart, you're being too wise in some ways. And for some of you, that's why you came back down as old souls. So I know, I always get that, like, anytime I get an astrology or psychic reading, every single time the first thing out of their mouth is always, why are you here? Why did you incarnate again? Like, you didn't have to, what are you doing here? You didn't have to do this. And I'm just like, because I wanted to remember, like, that kind of Aries energy, like that excitement of coming down, and to balance that universal old soulness with, like, being your individual self and having your own experience and setting boundaries again, and just like being able to own all of that energy in a different way. I wanted that remembrance of that. And I think I just get suckered in because I love Earth and little creatures, and humans seem so, like, such a nice concept. Y'all, they got me with the pamphlet. So some of you are the same way, where you're just like, man, let me zoom in so you can see, since it's glaring. You're like, man, you just got pulled right into this exciting idea of being incarnated and coming and being able to, like, flow, right? To be able to more easily believe in yourself and have a more peaceful flow is just stuck in my head, but like forward moving existence. You know what it's like? It's like past lives, you were the salmon going upstream, and that was badass and awesome and super cool. But you were like, wait, I could come back and just go downstream. Like, I know I completed my task because I went up and I spawned and I did all that, but I could just come back, like, looking flashy and just swim downstream and chill. I'm gonna do that. So that's what you're wanting for yourself, is to have more peace. Now, I still see learning, I still see growing and, like, experiencing, and just, I feel like you're meant to just kind of go and share yourself and still learn from others, and kind of just learn more flavors, more seasoning for your plate, right? It's meant to be a better experience for you, but you have to start accepting those doors right away, because when you close them, you slam them. Like, I keep getting proselytizing, so it's almost like you feel like the way when people get someone come to their door trying to convert them or something, and they're just like, oh no. Like, that's how you are to any opportunities, or to believing in yourself. You're like slamming the door on being converted into believing in yourself. And the spirit world is just like, what are you doing? Like, I'm seeing somebody going through the those revolving doors that are fun. My niece and I would do that. We had one right by there was like a big convention center right next to one of my apartments, and we would, when we'd walk by, every time we'd say, okay, go, and we'd run in the door and we'd do the circadilly in the revolving door, and then we'd run back out, and it was fun because we came out, we didn't just stay in there all cynical, all going in circles, slamming the door on ourselves, right? So sometimes you can have a little loop-de-loop, like you get stuck in those roundabout things. They have them in Europe. In America, we don't know what they're doing. They're installing them here now. What are they for? What is this? Why don't we just go straight across? Right? It's natural. We get confused sometimes at those curly Q kind of crossroads. But what we don't want to do is just to sit there mean mugging, going in U-turns, not believing anybody, blocking up all the traffic, not taking a route because we're so wise and so smart. We're going to figure it out first, you know? So you have to trust yourself. And you're a healer. So it's kind of like Sagittarius energy with a healer. Sag is kind of like they're reckless, man. Sag can be real reckless. And so they're kind of like, but they're supposed to be. They are. As much as we hate to admit it, they're supposed to be reckless. Baby's trying to go on the computer. My little Capricorn, which I had like when she was like, she was really small. I don't even think she was 6 months old. She was typing on my computer, like fake typing. And it was so funny. I was like, you're really doing your business. So I let her, I have an old little notepad that doesn't work. And I let her type on it. So when I'm working, she can do her baby work. Hashtag Capricorn. So I had to grab that from her real quick. Okay. Yes. So the thing with Sagittarius is they rush out into things because they're like, wait, what do you mean? We got healthcare? Like we got there's ambulances? Oh, well, I can be real reckless then. Like well, they'll fix it up after. Like that's how Sagittarius thinks. And the universe is like, can you be a little bit more reckless, please? Because you guys are being too much of like, you know, when people, oh my gosh, look, I love you guys, but you know when people start like going to being a CNA, and then all of a sudden all you're getting is like constant health advice from them and like advisory everything, and you're like, can we just live? Can we just go outside? Like, can I not have to wear 3 sweaters and take these vitamins and do like 75 different things? Like everyone turns into Virgos when they become CNAs. All like most of my graduating class, everybody became CNAs. And then when I went to a trade school, they became CNA. I was just like, dang, y'all. But they had the change happen. They start looking at your veins after that. And so some of you, that's how you are as an old soul. You're always in that emergency care, that mom friend, that you're like the great grandma friend. And this is just saying to, you know, open up, chillax, you know, you can CPR yourself if it gets crazy. If you go down the wrong path, you know how to double back, right? You are your own little miracle maker in a lot of ways. So go ahead, and what you want to close the door on is the wrong options. That's what, hello, bye. Boy, bye. Bad option, bye. That's where you want to close it down. But when it comes to, you know, just living your life, it's okay. That's witching stuff. Oh, she brought one. Which one is, you got the cauldron. That's what you're worried about, is toil and trouble, bubble, bubble, right? You're just like, I don't know. And the rest of your friends are like, let's be the 3 fates. Like, let's go, let's do this ourselves. And part of you might worry because you've been in such an advisory position and like a teacher so much, that you might be worried about being equals to your friends. Not that you don't want to. In your heart, like, you see your friends as equals, but you're afraid, like I said, that kind of mom friend spirituality where you're like, yeah, but if I'm not looking out, who's looking out? Because I think when you let go, you really let go and you get a little crazy and you just like get reckless. You're like, okay, I'm going to move. Okay, I bought a ticket to Timbuktu. And so you're like, I got to be careful. You know, I could be a little too crazy. Yes, she brought, this is a little crystal ball one on a little stand. And so she brought that one too. And she brought a moon. This one was broken. A moon. So you guys, yes, you are more psychic than you even need to be sometimes. You might have to dial it back. This temperance card is about you finding balance with the part of you that needs to live and experience. You do have more experiences to have. Even if you've perfected so many realms, so many, you know, I don't know why I heard hashtags. Maybe you guys are like doing all the challenges on like, you know, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. So it's like you've defeated the hashtags, okay? You have checkmarked the spiritualities, but how are you living, right? Some of you got that option in the was it the witches or the psychic ones? I think it was the psychic reading. Are you experienced? Like, are you still experiencing? Because if not, what's the point, right? So continuing slow and giving care. Sorry if anyone's wearing headphones. I apologize. I put down some fabric for her, but she wants to explore because she's a little innocent baby exploring around. All right, so let's read some of these things before we go. Flow, find an easier path forward. Surrender the outcome. Release your expectations. Look at Knight of Wands, right? They don't know. Knight of Wands is like the road tripper who has nothing planned. They may not even have a car, and they're like, let's go road trip. But you know what? Pretty soon, 2 days later, they're over there in Arizona, and you're still in New York, and you're like, how? What happened? How did you? And they're living their best life. And so that is what you're meant to do, is to trust. And you might be getting some pushes from your spirit crew. Like your spirit crew, like they're real good with you. They sit there and they'll keep tea with you and sip the tea with you and chill out with you. But they kind of are like, you know how friends get kind of meddlesome sometimes. They just want to make you a profile on a dating site, or just kind of like happen to make you run into somebody when you're out and about. Like that's how your spirit guides are feeling for you right now. And your unicorn energy from that realm is like, we kind of want to just push you into, we just want to give you a push, just a nudge, So if you feel that nudge, it's coming from this unicorn love, and you can trust that because they're very pure beings, okay? All right, so that is your reading. Oh, okay, I forgot. They're like, no, read the rest on some of these. Release your past life karma. You're an old soul with deep wisdom. Healing your past lives will raise your vibration. Right beneath that, you have the power to help and heal others. Ooh, tongue twistering myself. Take time out to play, nurture your inner child, live with a childlike sense of wonder. And right by that, like this is just flowing so well. You have miracles. Are you being a puppy? Yeah? Oh, that's exciting. Have faith that your miracle is on its way. Your prayers have been answered. Surrender the how. All right, so there we go. You will soon see that this change will make things better. See yourself doing well, and you will. All right, yes, yay, unicorns. So drop your comments down below, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you for your help, baby. With the witching stones, that was very sweet. Now we have to do number 4. This is those who chose the honey onyx. Where did I put them? Okay, over there. And we do have a collective reading, so let's switch this out. For those of you who chose this luscious honey onyx, number 4, let's see what the unicorns have to say. Abundance. Holla. Hope. I love that he's like goatee unicorn. I love how they did different unicorns in this deck. Ooh, nature. I love this one. Yeah, it's so good, huh? Celebration. Let me leave those tarot for a minute. Listen to your true feelings. Happy surprise. Yeah, some people have birthdays. Finish what you started. If you have a birthday coming up, if you have a birth of a child. Oh, I'm seeing an owl there too. So the unicorns and your ancestors are sending you a happy birthday. I'm hearing Aries and Taurus birthdays. Yes, and Gemini birthdays as well. They're just getting ahead of it. Or whenever you are watching this video, if you're watching it further along, even years from now, they are sending you happy birthday wishes if you are within that time frame, or whatever you are celebrating. I feel like they will also be helping you out with something, or in some way sending you a gift. So this is the unicorn energy with your ancestors. So you might suddenly have somebody gift you something that maybe they're just an acquaintance, but it's something that if your loved one who had passed away was here, they would have gotten it for you. Maybe it would symbolize something of your connection. So in some way they are helping you. They might help you figure something out that you are trying to accomplish. They're saying finish what you started. Don't let go of what you are working on. There's hope. There's abundance here. Yeah. And there is listening to your true feelings. Don't let others talk you into doing something that you know is wrong, because we have the King of Swords here with the 8 of Cups. So some of you do have some bad flavors in your ear, okay? You have some people who don't have your best wishes at heart, your best interests at heart, and they have been talking and your ancestors are like, and your ancestors are strong for those of you who chose this one. So it's not just unicorn messages. They are being very sweet and kind of stepping aside a little bit and letting ancestors come through. But maybe your ancestors are studying with the realms of the unicorn. But they, ooh, yes, because they're talking about, this could be your ex. Some of you, they are letting you know, keep it moving to the left, move along. They are not encouraging you to get back. There is a bigger and greater partner than the one that you have been stuck on. They are saying it's time to move on from that. You can do it. They know it will be tough, but you can do it. You have to see and trust them that there are other options. They're going to, it's a happy surprise. Surprise. So for those of you who have been in that situation, I also see, oh, do you have stones? Thank you. This one? Okay, so we Baby Magic, Witchy Baby Sesame here. She brought you Spider from the Witching Runes. She's been helping out with these last readings. She's so sweet. So Spider, and that's what I was just getting to, is about friendships, our social connections. Who do we, and who do you naturally affiliate with and connect with? So this is letting you know that people who, it's okay. Someone slammed the door. Yeah. So, all right, again with the doors. So you might feel upset that some doors are closing on certain relationships. You want to be, look at the rainbows. You want to be included with everybody. Maybe this was your, that's more witching stones. Maybe this was your safe haven with people and you felt like, no, I'm your people. Like, we're supposed to connect and you're not connecting. And that's very hurtful, but it's like, listen to your truer feelings, because Spider has very good intuition. You want to hold that one back? Thank you. Don't drop one, please. Sorry, I'm trying to save your ears a little bit. Yeah, thank you. So some of you are, I feel that's what I'm feeling, like this up and down energy right now. It's like when a spider is walking on their web and it's like, and I feel like instead of making your own web, some of you have made webs with other spiders. And then you found out that they're the kind of spiders that will eat your damn head once they've gotten the use of you out. And so that is the message here. There's people that you can't trust, people that you shouldn't be listening to their advice or their medicine, people who maybe are purposely giving you information that sabotages your relationships, or they are sabotaging your relationship with them. And so this is saying, even as much as you naturally want to connect with somebody, just because personality types kind of sync up or astrology or things sync up doesn't mean that the who that person is being is right for who you are being, if that makes sense. So sometimes we can feel real comfortable with somebody and we can think of all different reasons why we connect. You're a spider, I'm a spider, the spider together, but it's just not, it just doesn't work. And so listen to your true feelings about that, because there's bigger and better. Defend yourself in these situations, pull out of those, and you will have way better connections moving forward. Okay, because some people are like, I'm not gonna hang out with you while you're over there with Shelob. Like, maybe we could be friends if you came out of Shelob's cave. So that's your advice here, is to let it go, because it's about feelings too. You'll have a very strong gut instinct. So instead of, sometimes when we get that alert of gut instinct that someone's pulling away or not right for us, we will get worried. So we'll rush towards them and we'll cling towards them and we'll try to fix it and we'll try to convince and find all the reasons why we are meant to be together. So in some ways that's where you are like, no, we have to be together because we started out that way. You know, and like I said, a lot of you, I'm getting this as friends, or, you know, like social groups. But this is saying, you know, in that case, no, you want to complete hopeful things, abundant things, things that are celebratory and really good, right? So there's 2 unicorns there, and this one knows, okay, we need to, those who are meeting you halfway and enjoying you, not just because, oh, they're social and cliquey and they ain't gonna miss your party, but you know what I'm talking about here, really, really. Okay, so we have abundance. Enjoy the bounty of life. Your supply is unlimited. Blessings are coming to you. We have stay positive. The worst is behind you. Look up to the light. Celebration. A positive outcome is assured. Celebrate your success. Enjoy your achievements. Something very good is about to happen. And ground yourself. Find a sanctuary in nature. Connect with the elementals. Yes, so some of you have really battled it on. This unicorn always reminds me of like he's got a crew cut, like he's been in like unicorn military, and now he is letting that go and trying to focus on having his peace of mind and healing. So some of you might be around like a veteran, or you might be very warrior hearted and have really been through a lot, and this is saying that it's okay now. As you're, I think a lot of you, you're very loyal. You're very loyal. And so this is just your permission to let go of the relationships that need to fade out and to move forward into letting yourself be peaceful and happy and content. And you still have that defense whenever you need to kind of throw things down, but that it's just a whole new phase for you. It's a whole new phase. So some of you, I feel like maybe you're planning a wedding or something, you're struggling, whenever we have big celebration kind of times is always when it's very difficult to kind of put our foot down sometimes, because we're wanting to include everybody. We want everyone to join us on this like amazing vibration, and then we have people who just don't want to be happy for us on that, or they just don't, they want to kind of get in our head about your thoughts about money, or bless you my love, if you have the right to celebrate, things of that nature. I am getting too that your ancestors want you to celebrate them. So if, and take this very tenderly, if you have not yet been able to celebrate a birthday or, holidays in honor of or with your loved one passed, they don't want you to skip out on a wedding, to skip out on their birthday, to skip out on celebrating. I'm getting that some of you, a child might have been born on someone else's birthday that passed, or on maybe the time that they passed, or any kind of things like that. They are giving you permission to do it. So if you were feeling like, I want to get married on this day, but this is the day Papa died, and I don't know if they would be okay with that, if that would be respectful, or this is their birthday, I feel like they are encouraging you. They want you to celebrate. They love the connections that you're making with them. I'm also seeing too, to go back to your own traditional cultural and family holidays. So even if your current family is some of the people that you're leaving, keep those good traditions. If you always loved and imagined your family doing a certain thing on Sunday mornings that you loved from your childhood, you can still take that even if the rest of the family dynamics are not something you're involved with. So it's kind of, those are ceremonies. It's talking about your sacred space, you being in your element. Okay, and going and celebrating things from your nation, where you're from, or your culture that are maybe not acknowledged popularly. So this was about the Unicorns Day. So maybe some of you are really excited about National Unicorn Day. This is going to be uploaded a few days later now. It's taken me a couple days to get it together, but this is just saying, yes, celebrate. Unicorns are like, if we can have a day, and and most people think we're mythological and not even in this realm anymore, you definitely deserve to have abundance and presence in this natural realm that you're in, and to celebrate and be happy. Yeah, the baby said dance, 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 baby magic. Yeah, oh yeah, that's a good idea to dance. That's very good. Thank you. She's laying her head on my knee. Thank you, baby. So that is your reading. We're going to do a little collective. Yay. She's clapping. Celebrate. Yay. I can't do both hands because, yeah. Thank you, sweetheart. All right. One more. Baby, we're going to do the collective reading now. Yes, I am. All right, and I just want to put this seashell out for the collective reading because it reminds me of like a unicorn. If a unicorn was a seashell, right? Okay, so for the collective reading, oh my gosh, I totally forgot because I did this days ago. It's Dance, my psychic baby. Good job, honey. Very soon. And the Hierophant. And so yes, that's confirmation. They're like, yes, really, your ancestors, that was for you. So whoever was like, oh, they're probably talking about someone else's ancestors, they're like, no, they're talking to yours. Yeah. All right, so very soon, yes, there's celebrations for everybody coming in. I know the last option had it a lot, but dance, dance, dance. And please connect with your ancestors, because the baby, she's just like, feeling that sadness, like connect with us very soon. Let's see what we have, collective. What you're asking for will happen soon in a happy way. That's why they're saying dance, bring in that vibration. Look at, they're sending that energy right down to your crown chakra. Move your body to the music, dance with the rhythm of life, manifest your dreams through dance. And then we have the Hierophant. Yes, so that's just saying it's going to solidify, even in this real realm, even if it feels like it's not doing anything, because you're like, yeah, but I have to face like real world issues, unicorns. They're saying, oh, we know. And we still said very soon, now go dance, right? Shut up and dance with me. There we go. All right, so I hope you like this reading. Do we have a witchy rune? Oh, there's a witchy rune for the collective. Let me see. Thank you. We have, oh, some of the paint's rubbed off. Which one is this? Which one is it? I think this was a cat. It was a little cat face. So you got a black cat too. Look, that's confirmation right there. Because black cats, and if you know about lucky black cat spells, they can get through anything. They got that magic, y'all. That's some good luck right there. So believe in it. Very soon you're having some happy resolutions and endings, even when you're dealing with very tough institutions and real world stuff. And I will talk to you soon.